Welcome to SST College Arts and Commerce. This is a SST College Edupedia. Myself Professor Nilesh Manore. Our subject is rural marketing and our topic is introduction to rural marketing. So in this particular chapter we can learn what do you mean by the rural marketing, definition of the rural marketing, meaning of the rural marketing. Then we can understand the classification of rural marketing. So we can start what do you mean by rural market. Rural marketing means marketing activities into the rural areas where favorable infrastructure may not be available. But the rural marketing and urban marketing are identical as regards their basic marketing structure. So India is a vast country having area of the 3.3 million square kilometer. We can observe more than 6,38,365 villages and 4,500 regulated markets. At the same time, we can observe more than 22,000 primary rural market, about 1.5 million rural sales outlet, about 60,000 fair price shops we can observe into the related with the rural areas. So two-thirds of the consumers live in the rural areas. According to this research organization, for example NCAER and ORG-MARG, they studies rural markets are growing at 5 times greater than the rate of the urban market. So now we can understand the definition of the rural marketing. Definition of the first rural. What do you mean by the rural area? According to the government agencies from the IRDA and NCAER define rural as villages with population of less than 5,000 with 75% of the male population engaged into the agricultural sector. The another concept we can observe, the another authority define, according to innovation focus, marketers who is define rural as the group of people who are traditionalist outlook and are rooted in land and who resist the changes. The another concept we can observe, most companies in the FMCG and agri input sectors will define the rural as a place with a population of up to the 20,000. The another concept we can identify, durable goods companies would consider the any town with a population of below 50,000 of people as considered as the rural. So different authorities who define rural areas. Now we can understand the classification of rural market, consumer market, industrial market and service market. So in a consumer market we identified the different categories of product they consumes consumer products. For example, for the individual as well as for the household. For example, textiles, toiletries, garments, footwear, furniture, watches, bicycles, TV, kitchen appliances, furniture, etc. In the case of industrial market, an individual and organizations involved, so they engage in agricultural and allied activities. For example, poultry farming, health centers, fishing, animal husbandry, cottage industry, school, cooperative, panchayat offices, etc. So the consumable they use are seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, animal feed, fish nets, medicines, petrol, diesel, and they utilize the certain durables also. For example, tillers, pump, generators or harvesters, boats, etc. Another classification of the rural market, service market. In this case, the constituents of this market may be individual, household, offices, production firms, etc. They require the certain services, for example, repair and maintenance, transportation, banking, credit, insurance, healthcare, education, communication, power, etc. So these are the classification of the rural market. Now we can see the definition of the rural market. There's so many number of authorities who define what do you mean by the rural market. So rural market can be defined as the process of delivering a better standard of living and quality of life to the rural areas, taking into the consideration the prevailing social structure of the rural people. It is a social process of interaction between the rural and the urban environment. Rural marketing broadly involves reaching rural consumers, estimating the need and wants, then supplying the goods and services to meet these requirements. This definition given C.S.G. Krishnamurthy. Another definition given by Mr. Iyer: rural marketing is the process of developing, pricing, promoting, distributing rural specific goods and services, leading to exchange between the urban and the rural markets, which satisfy the consumer needs, demands, and also achieves the organizational objectives. So another definition given by the another expert, T.P. Gopal Swamy: rural marketing is a two-way marketing process. Its constant now encompasses inflow of product into the rural areas for production or consumption purpose, and also outflow of the product to the urban areas. Generally, it's happen the raw material can be collected from the rural areas, it can be shifted to the urban areas for the production process. It's converted into the finished goods, and it can be supplied to the urban areas as well as to the rural areas. So these definitions are over rural marketing. Now we can understand the scope of the rural marketing. Scope for the rural marketing: higher purchasing power. We observe this is a scope. Nowadays we can observe there has been increase in the purchasing power of the rural population due to the increase in economic activities during the plan rural development. Heavy outlay of resources on irrigation, fertilizers, agricultural equipment, agro processing product industry, etc. So due to that, the purchasing power of the rural people is increasing, and saving habits of the rural people also increasing. Next scope, we can observe change into the rural market. There has been an increased demand for the durables and the non-durables. For example, refrigerator, TV, then moped, two-wheelers, or the so many number of other products. Its demand for that products are increasing into the rural market. So this one is the rural market is going to become a change. Media exposure. Before, only outdoor media was the medium to attract the rural consumers, but now information about new products is given through the network program, on TV, on radio, outdoor publicity, mobile advertisement, social media. It can be utilized. So the rural people become aware about the new product and the services very fast. Decision making. This is also one of the scope. Women in the rural areas are beginning take fast decision for the purchases. Study revealed that 72.3% decisions are taken jointly into the rural families. With education, mass media, and the social media, the role of the children is also changing. So the children who can suggest to the parents what they should buy and what they should not buy. So we are observing decision making. It is also one of the scope. Growing urbanization. Today rural India is characterized growing urbanization. Marketers can now introduce product design specifically according to the requirement of the rural consumer. For example, SUV, the production of the two-wheelers. They keep in mind the requirement of the rural consumer first. Accordingly, they produce the two-wheeler and the four-wheelers. So infrastructural facilities, substantial increase is also seen, the improvement of the infrastructural facilities. Nowadays we are observing banking facility, electricity, all weather road, rail road transportation, it's reach up to the rural areas. So these facilities grows the demand, it's increase the widen scope for the rural markets. Rise of the alert buyers. Literacy level of the rural India is being steadily increased. With the launching of the adult literacy scheme, language barrier has been disappearing. Rural consumers now think differently and decide from the available alternatives. So no rural consumer can defend themselves. With the help of the increased awareness, we are observing the rural consumers become a more alert, aware about the consumption of the product. So rise of the alert buyers, and one of the most important scope is the opinion leaders, the one who acquire the processes and interpret information is an opinion leader. Opinion leaders help the interpretation of information to others to help them for arriving to take the correct decisions. Educated people have taken up the role of the being opinion leaders. The children's friends, relatives of the rural people, they are staying into the urban areas. They can suggest, they can give the guideline to the rural areas. So they can express their opinion. So rural people become a more alert and aware about purchasing the so many number of products. Now we can understand the factors influencing the decision to enter the rural market. Urban push factors and the rural pull factors. These are the classification. Both are, we can say, promoting the rural marketing concepts. We can observe changing lifestyle, fears, competition, and the saturation stage. These are the urban push factors. From the urban environmental point of view, we can observe lifestyle of the people are changing. According to the Mindshare Insights, the research division of the media buying agencies, 65% or over 700 million Indians are younger than the 35 years. So the market is now dominated by the youth. So lifestyle of the people are changing very fast. So they are the open to risk and are willing to try anything that is the trend setting, an attribute that has been associated with their growing purchasing power. So next one is the fierce competition. Urban markets have become congested with the too many competitors. Every expenditure on marketing has become the necessary as there are the too many brands, both domestic as well as the foreign, fighting for just for the few shares. It has now become a very difficult and challenging task to sustain brand image and the growth in the sales. So maximum multinational companies now they are shifting, they are setting the targets to the rural market. Saturation stage. On account of the high penetration level, many products such as the soap, detergents, shampoos, consumer durables, cosmetics, even consumer durables, refrigerator, TV, washing machine, air conditioners have achieved the maturity and they are saturated into the urban areas. The demand is comparatively less, so they concentrated into the rural areas. Now we are talking about the rural pull factors. Rising affordability of the people in the rural areas, the people who can afford, even we can observe four wheelers can afford by the rural people. It's one of the fantastic example. Aurangabad city who book the Mercedes car, more than 25 Mercedes cars at one time only. So it's indicate the rising affordability even into the B town cities as well as into the rural areas. Growing acceptance. The rural society is also urbanizing gradually with the increase in literacy rates and exposure to global trends. It is showing that interest in branded products and services. So even rural people also, they are like they prefer the branded products. So they are growing, they are showing the tendency to acceptance the new things, because due to the increase in literacy, change in lifestyle, due to increase the literacy level and the media explosion. These are the reason. The another reason, rural pull factors, increasing availability needs. The growing usage and demand for the branded product. For example, the FMCG sector continue to grow at 20%, urban growth 17%, with the no downgrading of brands despite price increases in the some categories. So we are observing availability of that product. This is also one of the pull factor. Improving the accessibility. Infrastructure is improving rapidly into the rural areas. The government is spending more to build a road in order to connect to the villages, expand irrigation networks, supply electricity, order to improve the productivity and raises the income. So in that case we are observing the rural market can be easily accessible. Now the last point, success stories of the corporators. Companies like Nirma, Dabur, Godrej, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Samsung, Maruti, Hyundai, Bharti Airtel, Idea Cellular Phone, even Hindustan Unilever, etc. Many others succeed by using the innovative strategies. So we can see one by one success stories. Hindustan Unilever started the project Shakti into the rural areas, and they sells its product 6.3 million shops, reaching the 8 to 10 household in India into the rural areas. So Hero Honda, it's one of the another example. Har Gaon Har Angan, that the project started, and they increased the sales of the two wheelers. Another example, ITC revolutionized village lifestyle. They started the e-Chaupal concept. Even we can observe the rough and tough jeans. This is a brand of the Arvind Mills who increased the sales into the rural areas. The another quite good example, Hindustan Unilever. They introduced the A1 tea, become a 100 crores brand, only concentrated into the rural market. They introduced the small sachet for the tea. And the last one of the good example, Britannia, Tiger brand glucose biscuit. They reached to the rural areas, even very rural town, even where the buses, the frequency of buses may be very less, but the Tiger Britannia biscuit is available even on the pan shop wala also. The cost may be 2 rupees or the 5 rupees. So even rural people, the poor people also can buy the Britannia biscuit, Tiger biscuit. These are the success stories of the certain corporations. Now we can observe the emerging profile of the rural India. First is the large and the scattered market. According to 2001 census, India's total population was 1027 million, out of which are the rural population was about 74.20 million, that is 72% of the total population. So rural population and markets are highly scattered over a wide geographical area. Large number of consumers. Rural population forms a major portion of the Indian population. About 70% of the Indians reside in rural areas. So for example, UP, MP, Bihar, Rajasthan, Orissa, where the rural population is even up to the 90%. Therefore there is a good opportunity for a marketing variety of goods and services. Major income from the agriculture. Nearly 60% of the rural income is from the agriculture. Hence the rural prosperity is tied with the agricultural prosperity. And agricultural prosperity depends on the monsoon. During the harvest season, the demand for the consumer goods in villages goes up. The population securing the income from the non-agricultural sector now increasing due to the rural development program. Low standard of living. We observe the consumers in the villages areas have the low standard of living because of the low literacy and a low per capita income, social backwardness, low savings. But now the concept has been changed, the situation has been changed, the literacy rate is increasing, standard of living of the people, cost of living of the people is increasing. So these are the various emerging profile of the rural markets in India. For example, diverse socio-economic background. The rural consumers have diverse socio-economic background. This is a different parts of the country. This brings diversity among the rural customers and the market. The changing demand pattern. The demand pattern of the rural consumer is fast changing. For example, toiletries, ready-made garments, etc. Even we are observing the packaged food stuff is easily available into the rural areas. Balaji wafers, this one is the quite good example. And we are observing it can be easily available into the rural areas. So the change is due to the increase of the rural income. The another emerging profile is infrastructural facilities. The infrastructural facilities, road, warehouses, communication systems are developed into the rural areas. Saving habits of the people are increasing. Media, the social media can reach up to the rural people. It increase the communication facility. The rural people can communicate very easily with the urban people. And rural electrification, Nowadays, we can observe the rural electrification has been going on in a big way. According to the available information, more than 5 lakh 9,620 villages, which is about 88%, now have electricity connection. The remaining are in the process of being electrified. So only few villages have been declared as the non-feasible for the electrification. All these are the emerging profile for the rural markets in India. We can observe change profile of the rural market, demand for the new product. For example, baby care, sanitary napkins, consumer products, even Parle Agro, who can concentrate on rural market and they capture more than 80% product. The another quite good example, Bartley Boy and company. They also rapidly increasing their share into the rural market. They focus on rural market more. Hindustan Unilever, they produce and supply the soap, shampoos, face cream into the rural areas. Kirloskar and Crompton Greaves, they produce diesel engines, agricultural machinery, equipments, and they concentrate into the rural areas. Nowadays, we are observing banking and insurance sectors. SBI, Central Bank, Canara Bank, even LIC, who concentrate into the rural area, rural market. So factors considered into the need for tapping the rural market. We can observe purchasing power is increasing. The so many number of reasons are there. For example, irrigation facility, electricity can be available, the transportation facility can be available. So the people from the rural area, they can reach to the urban areas in a short period. So purchasing power is increasing, standard of living of the people is increasing, liberalization of economy, this is also one of the most important factor which tapped the rural market by the multinational companies as well as the Indian companies. Improvement in basic infrastructure, these are the reason. Now we can understand the factors of contributing to the growth of the rural market. New employment opportunities into the rural areas. Nowadays, the government who focus on the green revolution, a technological breakthrough has taken place in Indian agriculture. Rural India derived considerable benefit from the green revolution. Expectations revolution among the rural masses. More than the green revolution, the revolution of rising expectations of the rural people influenced the marketing environment of the rural India. Favorable government policies. The government who develop and implement the certain policies. The government has invested heavily into the development of agricultural, animal husbandry, irrigation, electricity, even dairy project, khadi and village industry. The massive investment into the rural India has generated the new employment, new income, new purchasing power. So in the recent year, as a part of the new farm policy, high support prices are offered for these farming product. Various measures like tax exemption in backward areas, subsidy, concession and incentives, assistance and literacy drive in rural areas has brought the rapid growth. So government who is giving the support, government promoting to the rural areas. So with the help of all these contributions, we can change the scenario. We can increase the rising disposable income of the rural people. We can attract the rural people to increase their good standard of living, and we can spread the media. So these are the factors contributing towards to the growth of the rural market. Now we can observe the problems of the rural market. Underdeveloped people and the underdeveloped market. Still we are observing the multinational companies, Indian companies, they are focusing on the rural market, but still it's untapped. Still we are observing transportation problem. In the few remote areas, the roads are not pakka roads, that facility is not still available. In India, we are observing many languages and different culture. These are the sometimes maybe hurdles, barriers for the communication. These are the communication problem. Specifically in rural areas, warehousing, storage, not this facility may not be available. Market organization and staff, these are the problem. product positioning, low per capita income of the people, and non availability of the dealers. The dealers, they are interested to do the business in urban areas. They are not interested to set up their business and network into the remote areas. So this is a non availability of the dealers. These are the problems. Thank you.